Internet Phil here. So I only have 3 more radiotherapy sessions to do now, and I was a bit tired going to today's one of the last radiotherapy sessions, but now I'm actually feeling pretty good. So I've just had my lunch. I woke up feeling fairly okay, but I was very nervous today, and I did have a bit of a panic attack when I went into the machine today, because one of my friends, Dave Bolton, who has a glioblastoma multiforme, so that is the same as what I have, but it is, instead of a grade 3, it's a grade 4 glioma. So he'd been for a trip to London, and he had basically ended that trip with having 5 seizures, and now obviously if you have a brain tumour, whenever you get something like 5 seizures, it's extremely worrying, because generally it's the first symptom that you have when you first discover you have any kind of tumour, is having a seizure. And so when you have seizures, when you're going through treatment like that, and you're told you have an aggressive tumour, it can be terrifying. And so I guess all of his friends, including me, we were all very worried for him. And going into my treatment today, I couldn't stop thinking about, because I knew he was there at the same time. I was thinking, I wonder what he's going through, and just hoping he's going to be all right. But the point is, he had good news. So as soon as I heard that, I just felt fantastic. It's kind of strange with this disease. If you meet other people that who have this and are going through a similar situation, you sort of, part of their battle becomes part of your battle as well, and it's kind of unavoidable. It's just a psychological thing that patients go through, and I think it's probably to do with the fact that us with brain cancer, we are kind of all in this together, because of all the cancers out there, ours gets the least funded by the government, so we find we have to band together more, and we have a lot more, probably more than other cancers, we have more patient advocates. Probably not as many as breast cancer, but we do have a lot of very strong patient advocates. And what does it mean to be a patient advocate? To me, it means to always want everyone else who's going through this to come through it. So you're never just thinking about yourself and your own battle. Obviously, when I was first diagnosed, I didn't know any of them, and so yeah, when I was first diagnosed, that's the most lonely point in your battle, to be honest, because I was just told by a neurosurgeon that this thing will kill me no matter what I do. So yeah, how would you feel if a neurosurgeon told you that? It's a very lonely place when you're first diagnosed, especially if you haven't researched a lot about the condition. And so I was lucky that I had the time and energy to do a lot of research when I first got diagnosed, and that's when I started to find out about these people that are living beyond their prognosis and doing well. And something we all have in common is that all the patients I know is that we're all doing a combination of things ourselves, and these are all generally things that the health profession can't recommend to us themselves because of regulation, or because they are unsure, or they're not educated on a specific thing. For example, there are very few oncologists in the UK that are actually trained in nutrition, and so that causes a problem instantly with the ketogenic diet. It's not a cure on its own. Nothing is a cure on its own. This is a very complicated disease, and it requires a multi-faceted approach to how you tackle it. And so the ketogenic diet is an extremely important part of that combination. Now, when I mention combinations, I've mentioned them in numerous vlogs, and they vary from person to person, and that's generally a good thing because we're all different, and all our protocols have to suit our lifestyle and to make our quality of life as good as we can make it. And so if somebody has a protocol that's different from mine, then there's probably only one aspect which they should have, which is with all of us, and that is the ketogenic diet, because it's a diet anyone can do. It is probably something I wouldn't recommend to pregnant women, just due to the fact of the nourishment of your unborn child and so on. But I would literally recommend this diet for anyone I know, not just brain cancer patients. I would recommend this diet because before the Western diet became so carb heavy, everybody was on the ketogenic diet. You know, it's about 2 years ago when there was this fad diet about paleo, everything paleo this and paleo that. And kind of off the back of that has come this ketogenic diet, you know, which is basically results from more intensive studying of the paleo approach. So it's a refined paleo diet. And in my instance, it has made radiotherapy so much easier because I have a lot more energy. I'm burning fat now more than I ever burned carbs, and it's much easier for the body to burn off fat than it is to burn off carbs. And the same goes for protein. Yeah, protein is probably even more heavy. And also I try to avoid protein now because it can turn into amino acids that can cause inflammatory responses and on a metabolic level, and that's really bad for cancer. So that's something I'm trying to consciously keep very low at the moment as well. But the point is, you can live on fat, and that's what I'm doing right now. And to be honest, I've been living on fat for probably around a month now. My blood ketone levels haven't been consistent, however, and that is because I've been going through radiotherapy, and that just happens to mess with your system a bit. But once I finish radiotherapy next Wednesday, I am definitely staying on this ketogenic diet, probably for life, and definitely taking, personally I take CBD oil, and I will take that for life as well. And so there are certain aspects of my protocol that will last for a lifetime, and certain things that will change depending on what my prognosis is and what I'm going through, if I have any symptoms of any kind. So I'm going to leave it there because I've gone on a bit too long here. But I just want to say a massive congratulations to Dave Bolton and his great results today, and keep going and never give up.
Keep on moving, hold your head up high, keep on believing, don't question why. Still get the feeling that something's inside you, still got the magic, it hasn't gone, still got the magic in your heart.